So I'm with Ned Bowman. Bowman?
Bowman.
Tell me a little bit about these.
These are oil paintings, some on stretched canvas, some on gesso board, but the majority of them are on a hard board, which I took the hard board and glued French linen on it with rabbit glue, and then I did a ground of white marble dust, titanium white and zinc white. And once that dried, then I began painting with oils on them. Most of them are seen the interior of Florida, with the exception of this one on the end, which is memories of Aspen, Colorado. But my focus really is on Florida interiors. And there's one painting here that actually shows old school Florida at work, and that is the old orange grove trees when they were tall. Whereas now they're called dwarfs, so they accommodate the machinery to harvest the oranges, whereas in the past they let the oranges ripe on the trees, and then mainly men would get up on tall ladders and pick the oranges and gather them that way. But I always done some drawing and illustrating for jewelry, for example, like in this piece here. But I did begin doing oil painting during COVID. We had to stay at home a little while, and I had some of my parents' oil paintings on hand, and so I pulled them out and started painting with oil, and I've learned to enjoy it. It's not relaxing actually, because it's quite challenging, but I do enjoy when I have some minor successes, and I do intend to pursue this. And currently my painting hours are at night, but I would like to expand on that in the future.
Where was this one painted?
The interior Florida scene around Arcadia.
So you've built up. Explain again the sort of glazing.
Yeah, or the board.
Or the surface, or the paint application. Are you mixing it with varnish?
No, these are all oil. These haven't been varnished. Not anything on a board has. But it's basically just layer after layer after layer of oil paint. Now, there are times when I'll use oil with a little varnish, and also a little turpentine in there. And that does give it a shine and a dimension, some depth. And that's my challenge, is to try to get depth in these scenes, and light, luminescing light. Some of them I did not use any varnish with, painting that is, but none of these have a layer of varnish over them. Once they all do really dry or cure thoroughly, I may varnish.
And you have an affinity with the highwaymen?
But no, well, yes, I'm aware of the highwaymen, and I do certainly appreciate what they did, and I'm happy and very glad that it's certainly appreciated nowadays. But I am trying not to be associated visually with that. You might notice that I don't have any palm trees. I'm trying to just focus on the native trees of Florida, and hoping to be able to avoid putting a palm in it. More interested in really focusing on what the interior of Florida looks like. A lot of people aren't aware that Florida is the third largest cattle state in the country. And I would like to just make people aware of what the interior of Florida actually looks like. A lot of people come to Florida and they go straight to the beach, and they don't go into the inland section of Florida. So I'm trying to show them at least what interior Florida looks like. It's beautiful. Large pastures, large oak trees, cattle, horses. It's really a very, very pretty area.